this is Nazmus and you are watching GetWays Solution. In this video, I am going to solve an array question which is really amazing, and question goes like this: given a fixed length array ARR of integers, duplicate each occurrence of 0, shifting the remaining element to the right. So which means that when we will encounter 0, we will duplicate its occurrence, means in next index also we will print 0, we will put 0, and we will move remaining element to the right, which means that the last element will fall. And here is the explanation after calling our function, which is given below. This function, when we call this function, then our input array will change to this. Here 1 is 1 itself, and 0 will be 0, and next element after 0 will be again 0. We are duplicating it, and all the remaining element will shift, and as on. So now we will understand this, and we will see how we will approach toward our code. And you have to notice one thing also here: do the above modification to the input array in place. In place means we don't have to use another new in array, or you can't specify or declare another array. You have to play with indices of this array, and you have to come out with the result. So here we will go with the example and see the approach, how we will do this question. So let's take the example as array, given array as 1 0 2 3 0, okay, and again 4 also at last. So we will give index to it 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. So what we will do here, first declare, let's get rid out of this declaration data type. Simply declare 1j and initialize it with 0, and iterate over the array from 0 to n-1, and n-1 is obviously 5 here, and n is 6, right, length of array. And if we encounter 0, what will happen? If we encounter other element or anything other than 0, simply we will place at that position. Suppose if we encountered 1, so it will be here, and if we encounter 0 at this point of time, and in this example when we will encounter 0 first, when our index is 1. So here our index is 1 and we encountered 0. Then what we will do, which means that we encountered at first 0 at when our I is 1, right? So what we will do, we will again loop, and loop will go from 0 j equal to n-1. n-1 is which index? 5th one, and from 5th index to till when? Till j greater than I, means we will from here to this index. J greater than I means second index. 2 is greater than 1, of course, and we will iterate from 4 to 2, and j minus minus. We will decrement with each step, and what we will do here, will simply ARR of j, and in place of j, what we will replace j with this element, we will replace with previous element. ARR of j equal to ARR of j minus 1, right? And that's how we shift. So all the element will shift now, and this 2 place will be vacant, and 2 will come here, and 3 will come here, and 0 will come here, and 4 will fall. We didn't keep a trace of the 4. Okay, now what we will do, this place is now left over. So what we will do, ARR of plus I. What this operation will do, this is pre-incrementer, so it will first increment I. So you can write it as I plus 1 also. So what we will store here at 0, at this position 0, and that's all. In place operation we have done, and we have to keep, since we are incrementing 1 here, and we have to keep this in mind, that we have to give condition here that if I plus 1 should be less than n, otherwise we will get array index out of bound exception. So now we will try same thing in code, and we will see it is working or not. We'll bring it here, and let's go down and start coding. Enter j equal to 0, for int I equal to 0, I less than not n, ARR dot length, and I plus plus. To iterate over the array, we are using for loop, and you can use while loop here also, but that makes more tricky this question. So for loop is fine. Now what I will do, you can, if you want, you can simply declare here also int j equal to n-1. No need to declare at the top. We'll comment out this j equal to n-1 until when we want to run this loop, till j greater than I. And we are going to do here decrement, and inside this ARR of j, which means last element shift to previous means second last element to last, and so on. ARR of j minus 1, and at last when we will do this, and we will not do this thing every time, when ARR of I is 0, then we will do this shifting. Otherwise, no need of shifting. We simply place the element at its respective index. If we encounter 0, then we will follow these steps. And after this, what we have to do, the whole thing we are doing this for shifting our 0 to next position. ARR of plus I equal to 0. And if you will do this, your code will crash for sure, because we have to deal with array index out of bound exception, which will occur because of this plus I. So we have to check this I plus 1 should be greater than n, should be less than n, right? Sorry. Now let's run this code. Okay, we have used n, which is really shameful. We have to use ARR.length, and here also ARR.length. Okay, it seems everything fine. Hopefully this time it will run. Yeah. By the way, guys, logic is same. ARR.length. Again, we have some problem here. If hope now this time will run for sure. Yeah, please. Yeah. We are getting different output. Come on. What the heck is this? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Now it will run. Yeah, finally we got it. Now we will submit and check if it is accepting or not. Yeah, our problem got accepted. So thanks for watching. Consider subscribing and sharing. Thank you.